Hello guys, and welcome back to Borderlands 2 Community Patch, and today we are going to be talking about Salvador and all the changes he had in patches 3.0 and 3.1. Unfortunately, there weren't that many changes because Salvador has always been relatively a strong character and viable in the meta against all raid bosses. But we'll get into the two major changes that happened, and you can also see the interfacer got a new look, so that's pretty cool. So I reset the skill points. We'll work our way down to Autoloader, which was the first skill that changed. It was buffed to give an additional 15% reload speed when before there was no reload speed buff. If you don't know, killing an enemy instantly reloads all of the guns you have equipped that are not currently in your hands. Swapping guns after Autoloader has reloaded a gun triggers locked and loaded. You gain increased reload speed. So obviously the increased reload speed is a new change and something that was just added, so a lot of people now can pick it up for that passive buff. So the next skills that changed all had to do with a bug being applied where skills would not also work on the offhand weapon. So that has all been changed. In total, 6 skills have been changed for that. The first one is I'm Your Huckleberry. It increases gun damage and reload speed with pistols, giving plus 3% reload speed and damage per point to pistols. Before, this would only apply to the main hand weapon. Now it also applies to the offhand weapon. So if you're using a grog nozzle or lady fist, this will apply to those as well. Next skill that changed is Lay Waste, which is a kill skill. Killing an enemy increases fire rate and critical hit damage with all guns for a short while. It gives plus 8% fire rate per point and plus 5% critical hit damage per point. This has also now been applied to all the offhand weapons. Next skill is Keep It Piping Hot. While Gunzerking is in the process of cooling down, you gain bonus gun damage, melee damage, and grenade damage. Now the plus 5% gun damage per point applies to the offhand weapon, which is a nice little extra boost, especially depending on the weapon you're using if you're trying to actually deal damage with it, like a Norfleet or something. Next skill that changed is 5 shots or 6. It's a kill skill. Killing an enemy causes every shot fired to have a chance to add ammunition into the magazine instead of expending ammunition. This gives a plus 5% chance to add bullets per point, and now this applies to the offhand weapon as well, so you can save bullets while using both guns. Nice little change, and definitely is going to change up the meta. Next skill that changed is going to be Insight. Taking damage from enemies increases your movement speed and reload speed for a few seconds. It gives plus 5% reload speed per point. Now this reload speed will be added to the offhand weapon when before it was bugged and would not. And after that, there's only one more skill that got changed. It's, if we can find it. No. Oh, there we go. Just Got Real. It increases gun damage for all gun types. The lower your health, the greater the damage bonus. Gun damage up to plus 8% per point. Obviously now this can be applied to offhand weapons just like all the other skills. Overall, those were all the changes. We'll throw in some points, but it is really nice. A lot of these skills were staples of the Gunzerker for a long time, so it does give the Gunzerker a nice little buff that people can use him and continue to use him and get a tiny little buff to how they play him without getting total overhauls that a lot of the other characters needed just to stay viable. Overall, I'm really happy with this, and I think they really have their ear to the ground and understand the community and what the community wants out of this patch, and knows that Salvador doesn't need huge changes, but these small things like skills working with the offhand weapon seem like changes that should have been in the main story, in the main game to begin with. So it kind of sucks that it takes a community patch to give them out. But overall, that's it. I felt like this video was a little short, so I'm going to go to the fridge, and there's a boss there, the Stalker. His name is Stinkpot or something. Not Stinkpot. Sinkhole. And now he can drop the bitch in the community patch. So I'll go fight him once, just to add a little bit of length to this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting these community patch videos. I have a lot more Borderlands content coming in the future that you guys will really like. So subscribe for that. Subscribe to see the rest of the character changes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one.